everyone. So today we will be continuing with our same chapter number 3 of geography, which is named as motions of the earth. So in our last video we saw a question that what happens due to the motion, which is revolution of the earth. So let us see the answer for this question in this video. So due to revolution of the earth, there is occurrence of seasons. Okay, so there are seasons which are there, which occur in each and every year. Okay, so that happens due to revolution of the earth. Now we have in a year, usually the year is divided into 4 main seasons. Okay, summer season, autumn season, winter season and spring season. So these are 4 main seasons in which our whole year is divided. So these seasons occur due to the revolution of the earth, which is a kind of motion or movement of the earth. Now let us see how these seasons occur due to the revolution. So there is the sun in between and there is this elliptical orbit which is there around the sun. This is called as elliptical because it is of oval shape. Okay, so it is called as elliptical orbit, and on which this is the path on which the earth revolves around the sun. Okay, so this is the orbit in which the earth revolves around the sun. Now we have earth. Now you can see earth is not straight, it is bit inclined. Okay, inclined at a certain degree, so it revolves around the sun in the same inclined manner. It doesn't become straight anywhere. Okay, when it is going to revolve around the sun, it is going to revolve in this inclined position only. Okay, and this is the axis of the earth. Now the sun rays, here the position of the earth is in such a way that the sun rays fall directly on the earth. Okay, it is straight in the front of the sun, and because of which the sun rays directly fall on the earth, and because of which the half part will be getting proper sunlight and the other half will not be getting proper sunlight, and because of which here it will be night and this side it will be day. And as and when you can see, it is rotating also on the same time. So due to rotation, the parts of the earth which are moving toward this side will have night, and the parts which come over this side will have day. The same thing will be continuing as the earth keeps on revolving. Okay, now you can see this pole, which is south pole of the earth, it is having sunlight. Okay, it is getting sunlight, very prominent sunlight, because it is somewhat in front of the sun, and because of which this south pole or the southern hemisphere basically is going to have summer season. Okay, now why summer season in the southern hemisphere? Because it is, even if it keeps on rotating, now for example this earth comes over here, so still it is going to have this inclined position, and even if when it comes over here, the south pole is going to be in front of sun, and because of which the southern hemisphere will have summer season. Okay, and that is why the time span which earth takes to change its position, at least to come over here, is somewhat 2 to 3 months, 3 to 4 months. Okay, and that is why we have summer season or winter season or any season for at least 3 months. Okay, so here in the southern hemisphere there will be summer, and opposite of that will be in the north pole, right? So what opposite of that will be on the north pole is, okay, you can see there is no sunlight falling on this pole, on the north pole, and that is why on the north pole it will be winter season. So northern hemisphere will experience winter season. Okay, and because of which this phase of the earth is called as winter solstice. Okay, now this is what is winter solstice is, that is northern hemisphere will have winter season and the southern hemisphere will have summer season. I hope this part is very much clear. Now the earth will change its position and it will move towards this position where none of the pole, you can see not a single pole is facing towards the sun. Okay, likewise over here the southern pole was to the south pole was towards the sun, right? It was facing towards the sun, but in this position both the poles are getting means both are getting equal sunlight and equal darkness. Okay, and that is why none of the pole is getting exposed towards the sun, and the sun rays are falling, or the sun rays are very much equivalent on both the sides, both the poles, and because of which the south pole or the southern hemisphere will have autumn season and the northern hemisphere will have spring season, and this phase is called as equinox. Now why equinox? Because there will be equal day and nights. Okay, there won't be like longer nights and shorter days in any of the pole, because both the poles are going to get equal amount of sunlight. But when we compare this to winter solstice, here what will happen, the northern hemisphere is going to get very less sunlight, right? Because the sun rays are not falling over here, and because of which the northern hemisphere is going to experience longer night, whereas when we talk about southern hemisphere, it is having summer season, so it is going to experience shorter nights, okay, and longer days. So but over here in equinox position, there would be equal day and night. Okay, equal day and night. There won't be any hemisphere or any pole which is going to have longer days or longer nights. Okay, so this was about equinox, when there will be autumn season in southern hemisphere and spring season in northern hemisphere. Okay, now next the earth will move towards again the position where it is going to have one of its pole just in front of the sun. Okay, now what happens, you can see again we are going to see the okay, here I forgot to explain over here. This part which is visible is going to have day, and the other part of the earth which is not visible over that side, that is going to experience night. Okay, we are watching it from this side of the sun. It is the one which is facing towards the sun is going to have day, and the other one which is back side of the earth, it is going to experience night. Now when the earth comes over this position, what is going to happen, the sun rays fall on this phase of the earth, this side of the earth, and because of which the other side is going to experience night. Okay, and this is how day and night is going to occur. Now the north pole, you can see in this position the north pole is facing towards the sun. So whatever condition was there in this place, now it is going to get opposite in this place. Means what, the southern hemisphere is going to have winter season and the northern hemisphere is going to have summer season. Okay, here it was opposite. The southern hemisphere was having summer and northern hemisphere was having winter, but here it will be southern will have winter and northern will have summer. Why? Because the sun rays are directly falling on the north pole, right? So now which hemisphere is going to have longer nights and shorter days? Yes, southern hemisphere, because there is winter season. So you can see half of the southern hemisphere is not getting proper sunlight. Okay, and because of which here it will be longer nights and shorter days, and in the northern hemisphere there will be summer season, because of which there will be longer days and shorter nights. So this position will be called as summer solstice. Okay, so it will be called as summer solstice because in northern hemisphere we have summer season. Okay, so winter solstice, equinox and summer solstice is clear. Now let's move ahead. The position of the earth will keep on changing and it will come again to a position in such a way where again no poles are going to get exposed towards the sunlight much more. Okay, likewise here the north pole was getting much of sunlight. Over here again, whatever condition was here experienced by the earth over here, same condition will be over here. The only difference is this side was having day here, but now over here this side is going to be over this side. Like you can see here it will be night. Okay, so now you can see from here this is the night and the other side is experiencing day because the sun rays are falling on that side. Now again here no single pole is getting much of sunlight, and they are getting equal amount of sunlight and equal amount of darkness, we can say. And because of which again over here also the days and night will be equal. Not a single pole is going to have longer days or longer nights. Okay, the days and nights will be equal in this position. So again here the south pole is going to have spring and the north pole is going to have autumn. Okay, so the northern hemisphere will experience autumn. Over here it was experiencing spring season, over here it is going to experience autumn season, and southern hemisphere is going to experience spring season. Okay, so this position again it will be called as equinox. Okay, why equinox, which I have already explained. Equinox, equal. Okay, equal means the days and nights are equal. There is no longer days and shorter nights, or shorter days or longer nights over this position. Okay, and again the earth is going to change the position and come to its winter solstice position. Okay, and for completion of this whole round or whole orbit, okay, completion of one revolution, the earth takes 365 1/4 day. So this was how seasons occur. Okay, I hope this is very much clear. Winter solstice, equinox, summer solstice, and again equinox. Okay, you need to remember the name according to the poles. Okay, these names are given according to the position of the north pole. Okay, like in winter solstice what happens, the north pole has winter season, and when the north pole comes in this position and has summer season, the position or the phase is called as summer solstice. Okay, so I hope this occurrence of season or revolution of the earth and causing seasons is very much clear. Okay, so we can say that there are days and nights and changes in seasons because of two motions of the earth or two movements of the earth, that is rotation and revolution. If there is, and if any of the motion or any one of the motion is not occurring, so it can happen that it would be very much difficult for us to survive on the earth, because with day and night seasons are also equally important. So if there won't be seasons or there won't be day and night occurring, the earth will lack or the earth will not have life on it. Okay, so this was all about the motions of the earth, which we have learnt in this chapter. I hope you all are studying very well and taking care of yourself. So thank you for watching this video and keep learning.